Hello, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mr. Ukazu, live from New York City. I am your number one human capacity coach. All right, guys, I must apologize for starting behind schedule. Trust me, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. All right. The reason is because I had some technical difficulties with my computer, and I've been able to fix it. All right. So let me just go straight to the topic. All right. And I believe if you give me your ear, trust me, you will love this. This is one of my best webinar I'm gonna give. One of my best. I kid you not. Why do I say this? I say this because every season in life comes with blessings, right? I don't know your challenge, I don't know your own problem, but what I can tell you is, if you should give me your ears, the next 15 minutes you will never remain the same again. I kid you not. So my very good friends, if you're on Facebook, if you're on Instagram, please try and share this video to your friends so that they can come in and also appreciate the work. So let me start by telling you guys that there is nothing that brings joy to the heart more than success. Success is so endearing to the heart. In fact, the best response you could give to somebody is to succeed in life. Official Wonder Boy, I will accept you. Okay, but just give me some few minutes. Let me try and wrap up this, and I will accept you. Just give me some few minutes. Okay. The best response you can give to your detractors is for you to succeed in life. Once you succeed, you don't need to explain yourself to people. That's what it is. You don't need to explain yourself. It's only when you are a failure you start giving excuses. My father caused it, my mother caused it, my brother, my sister, whatever. Success has so many friends, but failure is an orphan. Right? That is the general rule out there. All right. I remember when I came to the US recently, I was told I would go back to Nigeria. Why? Because my boss, well, my supposedly leader then told me I cannot fit into America. But she is not God. But today, look at me. I'm an author. In fact, I have a second book coming out again very soon. Right? So every season in life comes with blessings. But you have to understand, what season are you into? Each and every one of us have experienced challenges in life, disappointment, failures, setbacks, just name it. And at the same time, we have also experienced success in our life because it's a journey. So whenever you are experiencing failure, also know that you're also experiencing success because it's a journey, right? So I want to tell you guys that there is nothing good in life that comes easy. In any field of life you are into, if you are in sports, academic, ministry, teaching, whatever you are doing in life, nothing good in life comes easy. You must put in the work mentally, physically, socially, morally, financially, and otherwise before you can succeed. Trust me, if you're an artist that is singing, you must learn the craft, you must pay your price, you must learn the work. If you're a student, if you're a businessman, if you're an entrepreneur, you must have patience. Nothing good in life comes easy because all this is what I call the ingredients of success. So I'm going to ask you right now, are you a student? If yes, do you know that you have to do all the work that's required and expected from you before you can be given your certificate or your degree? As an entrepreneur, you must have the right systems and structures. You must be consistent in your business before you can receive the reward of the day. Also, as a married person, before you can celebrate a decade or a silver jubilee or even a golden jubilee in your marriage, right? You must have put in so much with your spouse's excesses by tolerating him or her before you can celebrate. But let me share this with you guys more. This is more I don't know how to say it, but this is more intriguing, right? Life itself is a stage, right? It's very painful when you've done your work as a student, as an entrepreneur, as a family man. You've done so many work and you have not been able to receive the reward. You've done so many investments in your business, in your crafts, and you've not received the reward, it's very painful. Let us be honest to ourselves. It's very painful, right? You're an author, you are a singer, you have been doing all you are supposed to do. You're a parent, you're a spouse, you have been doing all. At the end of the day, you are yet to get the reward. It's very painful. But let me encourage you guys with this. Whenever you fail or you feel you've not gotten your results, see it as an experience. It's like a man who has helped a lady. At the end of the day, the lady not just him. See it like an experience in life. Or you're a lady who has helped a man. At the end of the day, the man now dished you. See it as an experience. You learn the lessons. Or a businessman who have done all he has supposed to do. Or your friend betrayed you. See them as a lesson. See them as an experience. Because once you see it as an experience, you will learn from it. But many people don't see it like as a setback. No. Whatever you've not gotten or whatever you've not achieved has prevented you from something that is supposed to happen. I'm going to get into that nitty-gritty down the line. But the point I want you to understand is whenever you have a setback in life, just don't see them as a failure. See it as an experience. What most people fail to understand in life is that in life, everything has a season. Just like there's a time to read and it's a time to play. A time to cry, a time to celebrate. Everything in life has a season. A time to sow and a time to reap. You must understand your season. Because life itself is season. So whenever you've done your best and you've not gotten your desired results, please, I beg of you, in the name of God, do not be hard on yourself. Alright? I repeat that. Do not be hard on yourself. Just appreciate the fact that you have done your best. And your best is what is required. God sees your work. Remember, God says He is going to bless the works of your hands. You've done your best. Alright? So your best is what you need. It's like a marketer, right? As a marketer, right? You are trying to market a product to somebody. And you have the wrong audience. Trust me, it will be hard for people to patronize you. But once you have the right audience and you sell your product, even though the price is high or the price seems to be extraordinarily high, provided you have the right audience, all right, that product will appear as irresistible to your target audience. Because why? They need it. But just for instance, right now, you want to market to me about sex toys. I don't really need sex toys. I'm the wrong audience for it because it's not my thing. So if you go to the right person that likes sex toys, it might work for them. So you must come to me with things that I appreciate or things that I like. So as a marketer, you must know the right people. Also, as an entrepreneur, right? You want to make a pitch to a businessman or to a company, right? And when you make your pitch, you feel that, oh, they did not appreciate your work. No, it is not that they did not appreciate your work. The thing is that you have not been able to know the right people to make that pitch to. Even though they are the right people to make that pitch to, sometimes the people who will make the final decision might not like your product there and then. They will have to go back and see, how can we appreciate your work? That is life. We all have different expectations in life. So when your expectation has not been met, it is hard, right, for you to stomach it. But guess what? Such is life. Alright? But when I talk about season of blessings, let me try and explain to you what I'm really talking about. Okay? So, for instance, right now, okay, if you see a newly married couple, right? I mean, a newly married couple, right? They have been experiencing financial challenges in their life, right? And if they're not properly informed about life, either the lady can screw up or the man can screw up. And guess what? If care is not properly taken, that might lead to the end of the marriage. Let me share with you guys right now. For those of you who are married, right? And let me just be more practical to you guys now. Okay? So, God, when He was creating you as an individual, right? There's a season that He has given to you that on this day, on this time, your work will manifest or you will get the benefits of your hard work. So, for example, now, if you are married, every marriage has its own challenges. So, God can say, in your first 5 years, 10 years, or 15 years, you will go through challenges. in your marriage, and in your 20th year, he will now bless you. So some people go through their own challenges in their first year, some second year, some 5 years, some 10 years, and in the 15th year or 20th year, God bless them. While some people will go through their own challenges when they are in their 5th year or your 10th year. Who knows? God can bless your marriage in 5 years, in 10 years, in 15 years. And at the same time again, you can also experience challenges in your first year, in your 15th year, or even your 20th year. Did you see that? The irony of life is that in life, everything has its own season. So when you have been going through your own stress, through your own drama in life, that is your own season. It is now, the onus is now on you to appreciate the fact that this is your own season of stress or your own challenge. So whenever you're going through that challenge, just know that there's also a time you will reap the benefits. It's like a student, right? You've done all your work. At the end of the day, you will now be crowned with your efforts. As a writer, you have written your work. At the end of the day, God will now bless your work in 2 months, in 10 years, who knows? As a business person or entrepreneur, you've been doing your work, doing your work, doing your work, doing your work. At the end of the day, your work will not see the result of the day. Just like Elon Musk. Elon Musk is regarded as the fastest billionaire in the world. Why? Because of the way he programmed his business. He has been in the trenches for many years. Today, we see him as the richest man in the world, right? Same thing with Facebook, Bill Gates. All these guys have been doing their work in trenches. So there's a season that comes in life. So you have to understand that season. When it comes, you have to appreciate it. So that is how life works generally. Each and every one of us must go through our own challenges. But what you have to understand is that everything in life has a season. So you have to be patient when you're going through your own challenges. You have to keep working on your crafts. Keep doing your thing. It doesn't matter what people are saying or doing. Focus. Be laser focused. Have the eye of an eagle. Focus on your crafts. Your season will come. I'm going to repeat that. Focus on your crafts. Your season will come. It's very painful when you've done all this whole work, and at the end of the day, you are not seeing the result. It's very painful. But I want to encourage you with one thing. Be grateful for what you did not receive. Because if you have received it, it might cause you later challenge or later problem. Let me repeat that and let me explain to you. So if you have done all your work, right, and you've not received the reward, I want to encourage you with this. It is either that your time has not arrived, number one, or that success is preventing you from a catastrophe that will come. Because some people cannot manage success. Because if, for instance, right now you're asking God for money, for favor, and God gives you that money, do you know that if you're not able to manage that money can lead to the end of your life? You buy a car, you want to fly to another country, you don't have money is intoxicating. So if you cannot manage that money, if it's not taken, can lead to the end of your life. It's like you have interest in politics. You want to be a governor, a minister, you want, just name it, or a president. And God has said, my son, my daughter, this is not right for you. If you now think you have what it takes to make the election come to pass, and you now read the election, or you now kill people, or whatever it is, and you now become the governor or the minister, do you know that you may die in the process? Either you are going for a conference, or a meeting, or even the traitors can kill you, or even assassins can kill you. Anything can happen. So if you are not in power, maybe you would have been alive. But because you have gone into that place God has not prepared for you, this not happen. That is why I said, whatever you've not been able to get or achieve in life, be grateful it did not come. Either because you have not earned the capacity to receive it, or it's not from you. So my very good friends, I don't know if any of you have any question, but the point I want you guys to understand today is that every season in life comes with a blessing. But before that blessing will come to you, you must do the work. You must do the work. It's like right now I'm on Instagram. I come here every week. I speak, right? On a fateful day, you don't know, I don't know when this video will be watched by a great person, and the person will now say, I want to see this young man. He's doing a good job. And my work will not be blessed, and I'll be called to speak in conferences all over the world. Right? Every season in life comes with a blessing, but you have to do the work. That is the point I want you to understand. It doesn't matter the disappointment you've gotten in life, the failures, they're all part of the success. They're all part of the story. As a student, as an entrepreneur, as a married couple, you will surely go through different challenges in life. Just know that every season has its own corresponding blessings. So if, for example, now as a married person, right, you are experiencing challenges in your marriage in your first year, maybe God says in your 10th year, I will bless you. If you are not patient enough, what will happen in your 9th year? You divorce. And your 10th year, like God has said, I will bless you, you will lose the blessings. You might also receive a blessing in your first year, right? Second year, third year. And in your 5th year, you now see a challenge or a problem. It's part of life. And if you're not able to handle it, it can crap your marriage. It's life. It's like in business. In your first year, second year, you might have some challenges. Who knows, in your 5th year, 10th year, 20th year, God will not bless you. Every season in life comes with a blessing. What most people fail to understand is that there's a time for everything in life. That's the point I want you guys to understand. And I gave a clear case example of a marketer, right? Of a marketer who has to market his or her product to the right person. Otherwise, it's gone. So my very good friends, I don't know if anybody has any question on Facebook or on Instagram. Please feel free to share. Okay? Because I'll be ending this webinar in a few minutes. The point I want you guys to understand is that every season in life comes with a blessing. It's like when you plant a seed, water it, you weed all the trashes. At the end of the day, you will go and harvest it. That is life. So that is just the point I want you guys to understand. Be patient in whatever you are doing. Because whatever has not arrived is not meant to arrive. Or maybe you have not developed the capacity to receive it. Once you develop the capacity to receive it, you will get the blessing that comes with it. People just think like luck. There's nothing like luck. Luck is opportunity meeting preparation. You will do in the work. I have a book coming up right now, very soon, right? I have done that work over time. Now, when that book is now published, I will start to use my networks, which I have been building for the last 10, 20 years, to now see how I can advertise that book, both schools and my friends. Now, people will not say, oh, Harry, you are lucky. I'm not lucky. I have done the work. And if tomorrow now a great man now says, I want to use this book, or a school says, I want to use this book, then that means I'm blessed. But remember, I have done that work. My season was when I was preparing, right? And now it's my time for blessings. So you must do the work. That is the point I want you guys to do. Once you've done the work, leave the rest for God. And I strongly believe that your work will be appreciated if it's meant to be appreciated. If it's not appreciated, just know that God has not willed it, but you've done your best. And that's all that is important. So my very good friends, I want to thank each and every one of you for joining me today. Right? So I don't know what your storyline is. It doesn't matter what you've gone through in life. It doesn't matter. Keep building your craft. The young man speaking to you today has gone through a lot. When I look back at my life in this country, in America, trust me, I can only give God the glory. I always tell my friends that the two best things that has happened to me on planet Earth is that, number one, I worked as a security officer for many years in America. For many years, I worked as a security officer. I tried my best to get a better job, tried my everything. It did not come true. At a point in time, my mentor told me, Henry, you can never rush God. Trust me. I met, just name it, senators in America. I will email them. They will call me. I was all over the place trying to get a career job, but it was hard. Even after my law school, I was still working as a security officer. But guess what? It was when I published my book and I knew that God has a plan for me. So that is the second person that has happened to me in my life. The book, my first book, Design Your Destiny. Guys, you need to get a copy of that book, Design Your Destiny. Why do I say this? I say this because when I published that book, all the networks I have been trying to attain over the last 10 years came into reality. All the networks. In fact, there was a man that introduced me to Hillary Clinton in 2016. I met this man courtesy of my book. Right? So I cannot overemphasize that part. But I can remember when I was in my trenches, I was struggling. I was crying. I was so frustrated. But God says, my son, your season has not come. Not only did that book bless me, that book took me to New York Times. When Trump did the travel ban, New York Times called me. And I was like, who am I for New York Times to call? For all the Nigerians in America, in New York, I was singled out. That's deep. Not only that, I was on the TV twice because of that book, Design Your Destiny. So, for example, assuming I was working in a big law firm, I was working in a big corporation, maybe I wouldn't have been there. When people read about me on New York Times, they'll be like, oh, wow. When people read about me through my email, so on my email, right, on my email, I have what I call signature. People see me on the TV, they'll be like, oh, wow, how did you do it? It is my book, Design Your Destiny. That's why I said you can never rush God. So I was also in my own season. So I don't know what it is you are doing right now. I don't know your challenge right now. But the point is that you are in your season. Keep doing what you are doing and pray to God Almighty to send in your destiny helpers. Because at the end of the day, everything will add up. You may not see it now, but trust me, at the end of the day, everything will add up. So my friends, I thought it nice to let you know that your season of blessing is coming. So if you are in your trenches, keep hanging in there. Keep learning. Trust me, the world is seeing you. And in due time, the world will celebrate you. It doesn't matter what anybody is calling you right now. Calling you a failure. Saying you have no future. It doesn't matter the disappointment or whatever is going through your life. Continue to hang in there. They will all add up. I always say this, right? There's always a pain to glory. If there's no gain, if there's no pain, there'll be no gain. There's always a story to a glory. So once you've attained success in life, it is your stories, your challenges, your experience, your trials, and all you've gone through, they will all add up. I was sharing with you guys a few minutes ago of what happened to me. For many years in US, I was working as a security officer. For many years. As a matter of fact, I can remember one fateful day. I was working. This is so funny. It's so funny, trust me, right? I was working as a security officer, right? So my classmate in law school there, in New York Law School, saw me. He was shocked. He said, Henry, what are you doing here? This is my case right now. Right? He was shocked. But today, I am being celebrated. And let me share with you guys again another testimony. So, before the COVID, right, I reached out to my school, my New York Law School, right? So, I reached out to the school and I told them I wrote a book. Do you know the dean of New York Law School told me, Henry, you are a blessing. He said, very few people have accomplished what you've done in New York Law School. He said, when the COVID relaxes, I'll be called and I'll be celebrated. Now, this man knew my story when I was in New York Law School because I didn't believe I could graduate because my course was very, very challenging. Now, look at me who was working security, now being told you'll be celebrated by New York Law School, by the dean of the school. Your season of blessing is on its way. So quit thinking about what you're going through, either in your business, in your personal life, in your marital life, whatever you've gone through in life or you're going through, just hang in there. Your season of blessing is coming. The right people will come in. The right connection will come in. So that's all I have for you guys today. I can go over and over again, but I guess you've understood the message I'm trying to share with you. Your season of blessing is on its way. But remember, you have to do the work. You have to do the work. Some 2 years ago, if you see me on Instagram, you will laugh. I was not as composed, as articulate, as informed like I am right now. But see me, I'm now having more confidence in my videos. I'm growing day by day. I'm learning. And I believe in 2 years' time, in 5 years' time, God's been alive, God's sparing me, I will do more greater work. The world, the universe will come to appreciate me more and more. Remember, I am doing the work right now. So today I'm charging you, go and do the same thing. It's part of the process in life. And I believe at the end of the day, you will come back and you will appreciate what I'm saying. So my very good friends, I want to thank you for joining me today in this topic. Your season of blessing is on its way. Alright? So I look forward to seeing you guys next week. Please do me a favor and do humanity a favor. Share this video to anyone, to your friends. Right? On Instagram, on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on YouTube, and on Twitter. Share this video to someone. Somebody needs to watch this video. Somebody needs to hear this message. I repeat that. Everybody needs to hear this message because every season comes with blessings. Every season comes with blessings. Somebody needs to hear this message. So feel free to come back and watch this video. I will save this video. I'm not going to delete the video. The book will be out there, right, for everybody to see. So I look forward to seeing you guys next week again for another interesting topic. But I'm going to end by telling you guys, if you think you have any challenge you're going through, I'm the plug you need. As a human capacity coach, my job is to help you to succeed. That's my job. Be vulnerable. Be free. I shared with you guys my story when I was working as a security officer in the US. For many years, I was being vulnerable. So I don't want you to go through the challenge I went through. It's a little word. I can help you to unleash your potentials. So feel free to send me a message on Instagram, or on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on YouTube, on Twitter, and I'll be glad to share with you. So for now, this is Mr. Ukazu Henry, your #1 human capacity coach, telling you thank you for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you guys next week. Take care and have a blissful evening. Bye.